Hello again and welcome back. It's been 3 months since I've made my last video, and that is not for any real reason apart from I've had nothing to video, or nothing which I've considered worthy of making a video about and uploading it onto YouTube. You've caught me enjoying my favourite cherry Bakewell tart and a fresh cup of Americano. But I make no apologies for that at all. It's my little indulgence this Sunday afternoon. So why have I made this video? Well, yesterday my grandson Oliver and I were browsing the charity shops near Bristol, and it's something we do quite often to see what there is. And in amongst the plethora of toasters and sandwich makers and other bits and pieces, this was sat on the shelf, and it's a Kingavon portable television, CRT screen, 14 centimeters, 5.5 inch screen, able to be powered from batteries, DC mains adapter, or a lighter socket in your car. And immediately it was a must buy. It was standing out and it was just sat on the shelf looking very forlorn. So took it down, asked the assistant if we could open it up and have a look at it, and it seemed to be in immaculate condition, almost new condition. So in a minute, when I go into the into my record area of my workshop, we're going to open it and have a look at the contents of it and fire it up and get it working. There were some peculiarities about it. The aerial socket was not standard. It was a small jack socket for the aerial, not a normal coaxial socket. There was no SCART socket on it at all, so I was a bit dubious of how we could get a picture on it. And then we thought that yes, okay, if we plug the RF output of a VCR recorder into it, we could probably watch DVDs if it had a DVD player on it, and we could also watch tape on it as well. So I went up and they scanned it, and it came out at £20. So I did a quick naughty bit of research on YouTube and on eBay, and found that they you can buy them from £25 to £30. So didn't really hesitate. I would have paid a little bit more, but 20 seemed a bit about right. So we bought it home, and there it is. So the noisy birds. The next part of this video will be inside, taking it apart and taking it out of the box and firing it up and seeing what sort of picture we can get on it. Now, in my little area with my records and various other things, I've got two CRT TVs, and my grandson tells me that CRT TVs are becoming a bit fashionable again because of the excellent refresh rate on them as compared with flat screen LCD televisions. And so I've got two down there, one which I've managed to fix up with a converter so it gets free view on it, and it's a very good picture, and another one which just used for gaming. And I thought, well, this will make a great third CRT addition to my collection. So without me saying very much more, except welcome back, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to go inside now. We'll open this up, have a look at it, and see how it performs. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Bakewell tart and finish my my Americano before it goes too cold. So see you inside. Well, this is what we found on the shelf. It's a TV55 manufactured by Kingavon, 14 centimeter 5.5 inch screen, CRT screen, portable television with AM FM radio. Let's now go inside and as I said previously, debox it and have a look at the thing working. Hello again. Well, I'm back indoors again, and I'm down in my basement, and I brought this with me. So now we're going to unpack it and try and get it fired up and see exactly what we're getting for our money. You may also notice here that I've got a Sony DVD VHS recorder, and I'm going to be using this to take RF from the CD or the tape to actually feed into this. So let's first of all open it up. First of all, the packaging, a little bit tatty around here, but nothing much to worry about. The rest of it looks in very good condition. So let's open it up. Inside, initially we have a leaflet explaining about the function of the television, which is quite nice. All the controls you have here, and TV operation and radio operation, and different power sources. So that's quite good to have in there. That's that. Then let me take this bit out so you can see it clearly. I'll put that down there. Put that to one side for a moment, very carefully. In here we have the power supply, which is quite hefty. I guess it's a transformer type. It's before the days of switch mode power supplies, and it has a standard power connector on it here, and it gives when it's up the right way, it gives 13.5 volts at 1000 milliamps, so 1 amp. In there also is the connector for the car brackets cigarette lighter, which we don't have anymore, and it also has a female to female coaxial adapter for connecting to an external aerial. So that's that. And then we come to the unit itself. So let's very carefully take that out. Excuse me. Come on, without dropping it. On the bottom of the unit, first of all, let's have a look at the whole thing. Lovely machine, very good condition, almost immaculate, no marks on the case. On the bottom we have the battery compartment. Now I guess, I'm not going to open it, but I guess that it's going to take some fairly hefty batteries. If it's taking an amp in current, the length is not going to be very long. Let's see if it says on here. Power consumption, power sources, 10 times C alkaline or rechargeable batteries. So 10 type C batteries. That's going to cost a bit to replenish, isn't it? So anyway, that's what it takes. And in here, as we've already said, it's got the rest of the instructions for the TV, radio, power supply, and all the rest of it. So let's put that to one side and look at the unit itself. On the front of the unit we have off radio, off TV switches. We have the bandwidth selector for the television, VL, very low frequency, high frequency, and UHF on the front, so we can select those. And also that when you're in the radio mode, it selects AM or FM. Here we have a volume control and an earphone socket, and on this side the radio tuner, medium wave, and VHF. On the back of the unit there's an aerial for the TV and FM, and on the back here we have an input, a rather peculiar aerial socket, because it's well, let me show you. It's a standard, it's a miniature jack socket, which has to fit in the aerial. Now I've cobbled together a piece of coax with a coaxial plug on one end and that plug on the other, and that's just a cobble to make sure the thing works. You also have a power socket. Here we have the power source selector, batteries, external or power supply. and here we have three controls. Vertical hold. Now, remember the days of the old TVs where the vertical, well, you probably don't, but I do. Vertical hold, where you have to adjust the vertical hold. No horizontal hold on here, so I guess that's locked. Contrast and brightness controls. So that's the back of the set, and that's it really. So let's turn it round and let's connect it up. Oh, sorry, did I mention on the side we have the tuning for FM and TV. So let's connect it up and see what happens. First of all, I'm going to plug in the power supply. Then the cobbled together aerial socket. And turn it round. Now this aerial obviously isn't going to be fed from a proper aerial, because all we have now is Freeview, which is digital signal, and this is a non-digital analog signal. So what I'm going to do is feed it from this tape recorder player here, which is a Sony, and it happens to have DVD and VHS on it. So I'm going to plug it into there using this adapter. So that's all connected, and now we're going to switch on. I think I might turn off this light to give make it a little bit easier to see. So let's do that. And we need to plug this in obviously to the mains. So let's do that as well. All plugged in. I'm going to turn it on initially to TV. Oh, that's interesting. Nothing at all is happening. Let's check the power socket at the back. That's okay. Let's check the source button on here to make sure here we go. I had the wrong source selected. So let's go to TV, and we have a fuzzy screen and lots of sound. Quite like that noise, and I love the dotted screen. Let's turn on the player here, and we'll put it onto tape. No, we'll put it onto DVD, shall we? And let's open it up and select a DVD to put in. Oh, there's one already in there. It's this one. It's the Cisco Kid. Remember the Cisco Kid? Many years ago. Classic episodes of the Cisco Kid, produced in black and white. I remember watching this on a black and white television set in my neighbour's house when I was a kid. We used to rush home from school and go over and watch the Cisco Kid. So let's put that on. Let's press play. Let it boot. And I'll probably then have to tune. It's on. Oh, here we go. So it's on UHF and Cisco Kid. Let's play it and see if that actually is going to work. Yes. Right, what I'm going to do is turn down the big light and zoom in to let you have a look and see what the picture looks like. That ain't bad, is it? Let's take all the lights out and see what we get. There we go. I'm amazed at that. That's such a good picture. So you can now cuddle up on the floor watching a miniature TV displaying the Cisco kit. I think that's great. Not bad at all. So let's come back on that one.
Let me know when you're ready to leave. $75,000 waiting to be cut up among us. There'll be no split if I go to trial. I think we ought to break you out of here. Divide the money and leave the country. Oh no. Then I'd be wanted the rest of my life. Come on, Sam, we're ready.
Okay, I'm going to stop this and we'll switch to FM. Now I don't suppose I'll get much of a signal here because we're in the cellar. Let's try medium wave.
So there's no sense of that at the moment from all the conversations that I've been hearing and looking at. There's no sense of that. It's just simply that this is just trying to alleviate the immediate and ensure that you get a percentage of workers into the UK to try and alleviate.
So that's it, working on medium wave. As I say, FM sounds like it's going to work, but it probably won't because there's just no reception down here. Right, so let's turn it off.
That is an argument that has been made by other units. We heard.
And we'll put this light back on again so we can see what we're doing. Now, having established that the thing works, I want to try just one more small experiment to see if we can receive terrestrial Freeview TV. Welcome back. What I wanted to try was to try and get digital Freeview terrestrial television on this receiver, and I've managed to achieve it by using one of these little technical weird way of saying it, technical converter boxes, and basically what this does is takes your I don't know if you can see it on there, you probably can't, I'll give you a close-up. Takes your incoming your incoming digital signal from your antenna into this box, converts it to analog, and then either loops through, as I've done here, to another TV or onto a SCART. Now I've got the SCART connected to the DVD VHS cassette recorder, and by doing that and selecting the correct input on it, then I have actually got digital TV on this. Let's try changing the channel. So let's try that. How do we do that? I don't know. Well, let's go to the program guide then, the EPG, and that brings the EPG up, which is brilliant. So you can change channels on there. I think I'm in the a little bit of a wrong. Oh, channel. Let's try channel. Yeah, I've changed the channel. So now I can get the full range of Freeview channels on this little black and white television, which is absolutely amazing. I'm really pleased with that, but obviously you have to use an intermediate device, and I'm using this player recorder in order to do that, to get the inputs and the outputs from it. So let me give you a little close-up of the device that I'm using. We'll turn the lights out a wee bit as well so you can see the picture on it. again, this is now live digital terrestrial TV being displayed on this, which is excellent. And the box I'm using is here. Let me put the light up again so you can see that. So this is the box. Technical, I think it was about £20 from Amazon, and you can see it's got RF in and RF out. That loops through to another TV, but mainly the SCART out is plugged into the back of this recorder, and it also gives a USB out and HDMI out as well, which is absolutely amazing. So I've now put this thing through its paces, and I'm able to have digital terrestrial TV, DVD and tape all on this wonderful little TV. Bit of a complicated way of getting it in there, but because there's no SCART socket on the TV, I can't think of any other way to do it. But never mind, we've achieved it. So that's absolutely great. Let me tidy this up a bit, and I'll come back to you. Things a bit more tidied up. I just wanted, when I started the video, I said I quite like CRT TVs, and that they are coming back into vogue a wee bit, mainly for gaming, but also there's another CRT Matsui color television here with this technical receiver, Freeview receiver recorder connected to it. Well, it's only a recorder if you put a USB socket in it or plug in it. But yeah, this is works fine, and you can now watch terrestrial digital TV on an analog CRT TV, which I think is quite good, really. I'm quite pleased with that. And I have one more to show you before we finish, so let's switch to that. Let's turn this one off. So here's PlayStation 2 connected up to an analog television, and I think you'll agree that the thing is works absolutely fine, and it's quite good. And I know my grandson loves to play video games using this. So that's it. I'm not going to say any more about that. Let's turn this off. But again, a good example. Well, that's about it for this video. I've explored this wonderful little buy we bought at the charity shop, the little TV, and also shown you around some of the other analog CRT TVs that still can be utilised. So what I have to do now is to do a bit more research, because I still don't know the date of manufacture of the TV55, which this is. It says nothing about it on the paperwork. When you go on the internet, it tells you about the company, but it doesn't, in Kingavon, but it doesn't give much more details about the manufacturing of these televisions. So what I'm going to do is try Wikipedia and a few other things, and I'll put that in the information below if I discover anything. But if you know anything, if you know better than I do, or can feed any more information about this device, then please let me know. Please message me and let me know, or email me and let me know. Thank you again for watching. It's been a long time since I've made a video. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I will be back with you again before a 3-month period, I promise you that. But I'm now looking for something to repair rather than demonstrate, so that might happen as well. One never knows what's round the corner. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.